we are going to be computing the 21st Fibonacci number using Binet's simplified formula. This is an explicit formula, which means what we are going to do is we're going to input a number for n, use this formula, and it's going to take us directly to what the 21st Fibonacci number is. So let's go ahead and get started. So here's Binet's simplified formula. Binet's just Binet's formula. It's a little bit more complicated than this. This is a simplified one. And so it is found by going 1 plus the square root of 5 divided by 2, and that quantity is raised to the nth power. And in this case, if we're talking about the 21st Fibonacci number, then n would be 21. Now we're going to figure out what that is, divide the whole thing by the square root of 5, and then that's what the 21st Fibonacci number would be. So here we're going to define what n is. N equals 21. So we're going to be figuring out what the 21st Fibonacci number is. We're just going to, rewrite the whole thing. The only thing that we're going to change, see here we have 1 plus the square root of 5 divided by 2. The only thing that's different is now 21 is what n is. We're figuring out what the 21st Fibonacci number is. It's all divided by the square root of 5. So everything is identical except for where this n is. N is now equal to 21. We're putting a 21 there. So I'm going to go ahead and write down what the calculator instructions would be. So when you're dealing with a calculator, the first thing what we would be trying to figure out is the top part of this fraction. So 1 plus the square root of 5. Now when you put a square root symbol into your calculator, it's going to automatically pop up this parenthesis. So you'll have to close the parenthesis. And what we're going to do is we're going to figure out what all of that is. So we need to put parentheses around this whole thing, and then that whole thing is going to be divided by 2. Now it's kind of like order of operations. We have to tell the calculator to do all of this, figure out what all of this is, and then raise it to the 21st power. So we're going to use this little raise thing to the 21st power. And then you need to, we need to tell the calculator to figure out what that is. So we're going to put parentheses around that whole thing, and then we're going to divide that by the square root. And when it has a square root, there's going to be an automatic parenthesis that pops up, and then you just square root of 5, and then you would just hit enter. Okay, so let's go ahead and how about you watch me input this on the calculator. So we have the calculator here. So move it over. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is put down 3 parentheses. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to write 1 plus the square root. Now the square root symbol is found right here. It's the blue under this x squared. So you have to hit second and then hit the x squared, and then a square root symbol would pop up, and you see how that parenthesis pops up there as well. So then we're going to put in the 5. We're going to close that parenthesis and then put another parenthesis and then divide it by 2 and then close the parenthesis and then raise it to the 21st power and then close the parenthesis and then hit divided by, and then we have to do a square root again, so we have to do it's the second, this x squared is going to give us this square root, and then 5, and then close the parenthesis, and then hit enter. And that will tell us what the 21st Fibonacci number is. It says that it is 10,940. Now it's 5.99999. So this isn't the exact Binet's formula, so we have to know that that is going to round that 5 up to a 6. So it's 10,946. That's what the 21st Fibonacci number is.